Help! I'm being held hostage. Help! They bullied me to come on here.
Everybody, he doesn't have a beard. Be prepared.
People have seen me without a beard.
No. That's a figment of their imagination.
Even then, I rarely have a beard. It's usually just like stubble. Like it's like a weird, like cobbled together beard.
Yeah, that's better than looking like a 12-year-old boy.
Dude, I don't look 12, okay?
Okay, 14.
Thank you. So, what Pixar movie we roasting today?
You look like you're in a Pixar movie.
Thank you. Somewhat yeah, people have actually said that before.
Grayson, does my audio sound better than it usually does? Or does it sound worse?
Slightly better, I'd say.
Cool, yes!
Why is that?
I got a new mixer, so...
Ooh, yeah, I like it. I think it sounds less, is jarbled a word? I don't know.
I said he sounds more like a man.
I'm not a boy. I'm a man.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
My friend is trying to convince me to get what do you call it? The new holocrons that dropped at Galaxy's Edge.
Aren't they expensive?
Well, I don't think they're
right now it's 50% employee discount.
Oh,
so they're like $25.
Damn.
Yeah.
We should play the Ray one while we're in the show because it's actually pretty cool.
It is really sick, and I've gotten a lot of flack for it. I don't care.
Oh, I thought you meant play this one.
Loop is crazy.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi.
I didn't mean for Ray to loop like that. I forgot it was on loop.
I was like, wow, we're just getting battered with Ray.
Oh my God. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dark Side Secrets. What's up, fellas?
Hey.
How you doing? Good looking?
How's it going? Babyface gangsta.
Babyface gangster.
Let's go.
Yeah, I got to clean shave every once in a while, you know?
Is that
have you ever done
Owala?
I have. Yeah, that's an Owala, bro. Mine's
Let's
bigger than
go.
yours, not to compensate for anything, but...
That definitely sounds like compensating right now. So
I like my 32 ounce. What can I say? He's sipping his tea over here.
Dude, look how cool this mug is.
Look at that baby mug.
I can't see it. The glare is so intense. What is it? Is it
vintage?
Wait.
Damn, bro. Get a better autofocus. Come on.
Dude, what the heck? It's on. This is ridiculous.
You sound great, but you're blurry.
I hate technology.
But you're so good at it.
It looked like them in the cockpit of the Falcon. That's what it looked
what it was.
Okay,
That's what it was.
That's me surmising.
Darn it. But it's 1989 this mug is from, and it's got the Star Wars on the front.
Damn.
And it's got them in the cockpit. I've got a couple others for Grayson, the Han Solo fan. I've got him, and he's like perched up in the cantina like this.
Oh, that's so sick.
That's dope.
Pretty cool.
You guys got
sick. Any
new pickups since last week?
All of my stuff will come in either tomorrow or Friday.
Oh.
Stuff that I bought. What I did order, the coolest thing is I ordered the Art of Rebels book, which I'm very excited about because I'm a Rebels simp. And I ordered some new like cosplay pieces because I'm also a loser. But other than that, no.
I see Will's background looks like a Black Series display in a store. Are you selling all those Black Series on display?
Those?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
no, because I got this stupid shelf, okay, and nothing else fits there. So like, I got it for books, and it just so happens that every single book that I wanted to display there is too long for the shelf.
Ooh.
So the Black Series fit there, and right now that just it hides other stuff that's not on display. So behind those, it's literally just crap.
Random stuff. Yeah.
GameStop W though. GameStop sent me 2 of these for some reason, and I only ordered 1.
You want to give one to me?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Let's go.
I got the Hu Yang, like the TVC, the other one, well, not the other one, but the other one that they sent me, like maybe like 3 weeks ago, and I got a notification from GameStop on Friday, and they were like, your package has been delivered. And I was like, I didn't order anything from GameStop. So I looked, and they just sent me another one.
That's crazy.
Like, we got to get rid of these Huangs, bro.
I don't know, dude, but I'm stoked that I'm like, I kind of want to open this one, but I'm also like, I don't want to open it.
You got two.
I already have
That's the point of having two.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But what if they never make another Hu Yang TVC ever again?
They will. They're gonna reuse that mold and get their money's worth.
Yeah. He's gonna get he's gonna get beat up for season 2. Yeah. He's gonna get lightsaber arms because he's the lightsaber guy.
Yeah.
That actually would be hilarious.
They're definitely gonna get their money's worth. They're not gonna make that mold for one figure. They're gonna
Yeah, they love to we know this.
The training arms that he has can actually turn into lightsabers? Like if he goes into that'd be Peter Parker, dude. Like defense mode or whatever, that kill mode.
Oh,
instant kill mode.
Yeah, that would be dope.
That honestly, I wouldn't even be mad. I kind of like those training saber things.
Of Hu Yang kill mode.
Just Transformer.
I went down a Darth Maul comic book rabbit hole on eBay the other day. So like issue 1 came out, so I got 3 of them from my local comic book shop. But there's like 10 covers. I kind of want them all, but I only ordered 4. So I have 4 more that I just got in of issue 1.
You want what? You want them all?
I want them all. So I got
That's
this
our
bad
time,
boy.
guys.
So this one right here.
That's pretty cool.
Then we got this one with Palps.
Wow, he is Joker smiling right there.
Yeah. So I had to grab that. And then this one, it was like a set. One is naked or nude or raw, whatever the hell the comic people call it.
Maul's naked?
But this one is naked. But
funny, in one of the books he does like kill a bunch of people while he's naked. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So I got these 4 in on this on the 29th, issue number 2 comes out. So I'm gonna head by Emerald City and try to get as many as I can and then order the rest off eBay. Then Hot Topic messed up. I ordered the Roosevelt shirt of Darth Maul. I got this today. As far as I could tell.
You got the shorts?
They sent me the shorts, which the shorts are fire. They're dope, right? But I wanted the shirt because I wanted to be a little fancy.
Is that how you pronounce the name of that brand?
Yeah, I found that out. I literally 2 days ago, and I was Roosevelt. Like, I never knew that.
I've been calling it Results this entire time.
There's a V in it.
Yeah, isn't it Roosevelt?
I just thought it was like RSLVT or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say all the letters. So
I thought the V was a W, like RSULTS, like results.
Oh no, it's Roosevelt.
Oh, those are swim trunks, though.
I didn't know that. Hey, that's fine, baby. I live in Florida.
That's actually kind of dope. That's kind of cool.
Maybe they'll let you keep them.
Yeah. So I called Hot Topic. I'm like, hey, you guys send me shorts. I ordered a shirt. The guy was like, let me check this. So he goes, oh, the shirts are sold out. I can give you a refund. I was like, all right, cool. He gave me a refund. And he's like, all right, have a great day. I'm like, okay, you have a better day. So I guess he sent me the refund and I got these $65 shorts for free. Yeah. But like the crazy thing is that's the second time this happened to me today. So on Amazon, I ordered this external drive like weeks ago. And when they delivered it, they put it in the mailboxes downstairs that you have to pay for. But I don't have a mailbox. I never once told them to do that. So I hit Amazon up. I'm like, hey, I never got it. I don't have a mailbox. You need to send me another one. They did. All of a sudden today, 2 weeks later, someone knocks on my door. I open the door and this is just on the floor outside. So I got an extra one for free. 4 terabyte, baby. So I'm saving
4 terabytes. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I fill these bad boys up though, man. I saved everything. So yeah,
it takes me a while for me to clean out stuff, to be honest.
A lot of free stuff today, which is nuts.
Dang, bro. I wish I was. Man, that's nice.
Yeah, buddy. That's what happens when you're on the dark side, baby. And shout out to Will. I got a free logo. So I have a whole new logo on everything.
Dude, that logo's clean.
So shout out to Will on that. This guy is a genius with it.
Phantom Menace.
Oh, and look at Jake. He noticed it right away. Your Tony new channel profile is fire. And of course, #Gates. Also, Grayson looking clean with the shave.
Thank you, because Tony hates not having facial hair.
Yeah, I know. It's a sign of weakness. Come on.
Weakness, bro. Sign of strength that I'm confident in my face.
You could scroll far enough back on Tony's Instagram and see him without a beard, probably.
He's shown me pictures before. I should gaslight him or no, blackmail him. That's what it is.
You're not blackmailing me. All right, let's see what the chat's looking like. Then we'll get into what we got for today.
Dang, I'm pretty good at graphic design, dude. I'm pretty good at making stuff sometimes. Come on, dude. I just looked at your Instagram. That's fire.
Bro, it is, bro. Yeah, it's on Instagram. I put it on YouTube already. And I got to go to Twitter, I think, too. I put it on my Linktree link everywhere, bro. Appreciate you. Let's go. Tyler said, what's up? Want to see the Sith Lord and Acolyte? Nice glasses. Aren't those Thrawny's glasses?
No, these are my Scott Summers X Cyclops.
Ooh, okay, bet.
They kind of look like that combined with the Stark glasses.
Oh, the Edith glasses.
Edith,
yeah.
The stupidest plot device for Far From Home.
Edith, give me a cheeseburger.
And what you think of X-Men 97 finale, Tyler? It was amazing. So good.
Grayson, I know you're not watching it.
I'll say this. I'm really bad about watching TV shows in general right now. I don't know what it is. Like my attention span is so shot where I'm like, I cannot will myself to watch a TV show. Like I started the Fallout shows. Like this was great. I've not watched any more of it.
So Fallout was good.
Fallout was really good. I was like, I'll give it a shot. And then I watched all of it. And I was like,
yeah,
whoa.
The only, I'll be honest, currently my only interest in X-Men 97 is the minuscule Easter eggs of Spider-Man from the 90s show, because that was my thing.
You gotta watch the finale then. Oh,
I know. I already saw the screenshots, bro. I'm on Spider-Man TikTok.
Patrick, what's up? Let's go. Ordinary Christian, what's up, man? What's up, fellas? How art thou? Art thou is good. Legion of Maul, let's go, baby. What up, Tony? What up, Maul?
Dost thou mother know you weareth her drapes?
Danny boy, hello there. Chris in the building. Let's see who else we got. Redney, what up, boys? What up, Redney?
Yo.
My name is Jeff. What's up, fellas? What's up, Victor? Plot twist, Acolyte, the villain won't be the twin that was left behind, but will be the sister that was taken by the Jedi. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that kind of looks predictable, too.
See that?
Sounds like Will needs to do a Hu Yang giveaway. Let's do it, Will. He said no.
All right, you have to, everybody has to put in $50, and it's a random drawing. And it's a $50 buy-in, but then I'll do raffle tickets. And whoever I pick the raffle ticket of, I'll send the Hu Yang to. But I won't do the raffle until I hit 1,000 entries. So $50 is the entry fee, 1,000 entries, and then I'll give away this $12 TVC Hu Yang.
Yeah, it's like, or just go buy it yourself.
What are you gonna do with the $50,000 of profit?
Oh, I didn't even do the math. I didn't know there was that much. I had no idea. That just threw a number. Probably buy more Hu Yangs.
Just does it with every Hu Yang.
That's too funny. Cole, what's up, man? Hello there, gents. Just been looking at some Kenners from episode 2 and episode 3 6-packs. Looks juicy, good value for the money too. Yeah, those old figures, man. I love them things. They're so cheap.
I have to get the Phantom Menace ones because I really want that Qui-Gon. It just sucks that you have to buy the whole box set.
Oh, the Black Series?
No. The
the old
retro
one.
The retro collections.
Is it yeah. That's dope.
Because they just released the episode 2 and the episode 3 box sets for those retro, and the Anakin looks cool. Grievous is in it too, right? So Cole's probably foaming at the mouth for that.
What is this for? Grievous?
So
Cole?
Where is it? Like the TVCs, how they do the retro collections where they look like the old Kenner figures.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did the Phantom Menace box set where you get like Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, Jar Jar, Padme.
Okay.
Maul and then one other person because I think it's 6. They released one for episode 2 and episode 3. The episode 3 comes with a retro collection Grievous in it.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
pretty cool.
It's
That is
dope.
pretty nice.
Fairy Wings, what's up? Looking forward to the Acolyte, hoping it's gold. Yeah, me too. Me freaking too. It's Roosevelt's. Kevin Smith cleared that up for me.
Kevin Smith?
Dude, Kevin Smith.
Will, if Hu Yang could make real lightsabers, that implies he has multiple kyber crystals in his arms. Come on, Will.
Does he not just have kyber crystals in his ship?
Yeah, and he also has kyber crystals in his belt for all the lightsabers that he carries around all the time. So what's the difference?
I mean, unless you're saying his arms are the lightsabers, which then yes, he would have kyber crystals in his arms.
Unless they're in like his chest and it's one giant kyber crystal that powers multiple lightsabers.
That would be sick. You open up his chest and it's just like the what is it like?
All-Spark from Transformers?
Yeah, I was about to say or like the Matrix or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Damn, Randy's watching Dragon Ball Z for the first time ever. It's so awesome. I've never seen it ever.
Where did you start? Because if you start at the like Dragon Ball Z where Goku is a baby and he's got the monkey tail and it's not like after he's already an adult, I'm sorry, Dragon Ball Z fans, I could not do it when it was like baby Goku and he's making all the anime baby noises. I couldn't do it.
God.
When he gets older and it turns into like I guess that's just Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball Z is, I don't know, there's so many different versions.
By the way, Superman destroys every single one of your Dragon Ball characters. Just saying.
Damn, jerk Grayson today.
When I see these Dragon Ball Z people, they're like, "No, please, Superman." Go look at Superman's feet and come back to me.
What up, trees? Good afternoon, fellas.
I'm being a hater.
What up, Ricky? Welcome.
Hey, Ricky.
He skipped OG Dragon Ball. I watched a few, thought it was whack, so I just skipped to DBZ.
Yeah. I think that's the way to do it, honestly.
Yeah.
And then there's like Dragon Ball Z Reloaded, Dragon Ball Z, the sequel, 2Zs.
Pull up Brittany's comment. Oh, I'm gonna challenge him. Superman can literally carry galaxies. Okay, that's all I need to say. Also, if you look at the newer runs, he can the new powers they have given Superman are absolutely ludicrous. Will, I'm sure you know about it.
Yeah, Superman's pretty OP. Also, like, what's the guy's name who created Invincible? Like Robert Kirkman.
Yeah.
He's like always pinning like Omni-Man and Invincible up against Superman and being like,
they're not even.
Superman's just annoying.
Yeah, it's actually like it is kind of annoying how good Superman is just every power fantasy in one. Like he has powers that like were kind of exclusive to Flash that now he has. It's like wild.
That is, but you know what? I think Reddy might be right, Grayson.
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, fair enough.
He's just picking sides.
I would love for
we'll never know.
Be woked up, but the Leslie headlight, I have zero hope. Damn, stay
Leslie headlight?
That's such a wild autocorrect.
Here, Grayson, read this one.
Yeah.
But that's for Will.
Yeah, that's I
honestly know nothing about Dragon Ball, but from what I do know about them, I'm like, these dudes are babies compared to Clark Kent, my goat.
It's weird.
It'd be kind of cool though.
Where the hell are we? Let's see. All right, so first thing we got is the Acolyte. Now that new trailer that Will sent in the group chat. Well, first when Will sent this picture,
you thought it was fake.
I'm like, this guy's so crafty with Photoshop, this son of a bitch. But like this is real.
Lucasfilm, hire me. Lucasfilm, hire me.
So if you guys haven't seen this, there's a paid advertisement on Instagram that's a trailer that shows this, which is so weird that that's where this is right now, like officially. And like that's kind of crazy that it confirms that this dude on the fake Octo is the Sith guy or the apprentice to the master, because we know he's not the master.
Do we even know if he's the master?
No, because like if he takes her on, she would be the acolyte. He would be the apprentice. That means his master could be, is it Tenebris?
Or he could just be a completely fake Sith. That's like because the Sith is so muddled at this time with people claiming to be the lineage of Bane. Like there's so much like we know nothing about this guy or girl or whatever they are. I don't even know.
All right, here's
Trandoshan.
This is a theory that would make me really mad if this is the way it went. What if it was what's that guy's name from Kenobi who Kumail Nanjiani played?
The fake dude.
The fake Jedi.
What if
Haji or Naja or Naji?
Something
I forgot, bro.
I think it's Haja, but
Haja.
That's the one that like.
Yeah. He's the one who's like gaslighting people to be like, I can save your child for money.
He like uses magnets and stuff instead of
yeah.
What if this would really make me mad? If this person is a decoy and it's like because a lot of people think this is what's her name's twin sister, right?
Yeah.
What if they're like teaming up and they're like, well, we have to make them think that the Sith are back. Like, and she takes off the mask and it is the twin. And yeah, she's not doing good stuff, but she's not actually a Sith. It's just like she found a way. I don't know how she would get a red lightsaber. That's honestly the question where I'm like, I want to know how this person got the red lightsaber. Like, if they are not a Sith, did they find it? Did they bleed the kyber crystal? The Sith have been vanquished for 1,000 years or whatever, a millennia or whatever. Ki-Adi Mundi's stupid head says.
His lightsaber coming to Galaxy's Edge, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. I want to know how this person, because if we get to see a live action bleeding of a kyber crystal,
that'd be so sick, dude.
I know. When that
I almost think that's gonna happen.
When that happened in Survivor, I almost had a heart attack during my live stream because I didn't expect it. And once I realized what he was doing, I'm like, he's bleeding the crystal. It was just that was just so cool. Yeah, imagine seeing that live action. That would be crazy. What up, Sam? Welcome to the stream.
Absolute Sabers.
Joker Sith. Yeah, he does look like a freaking Joker with that smile.
Can I be honest with you?
Abeloth, that's what they're saying.
I'm not the biggest fan of the teeth.
I like it. I love it. I'm excited for a helmet.
I'm not the biggest fan.
Lame.
Yeah, bro.
Sorry.
I thought I was the fun police. All right.
It's cool. Like, I'm sure it'll look cool in the show. It looks a little on the nose for like being an evil character. You know what I mean?
Oh, speaking of evil characters,
Ricky.
What up,
I
Ricky?
heard somebody was talking trash about Dragon Ball Z.
Ooh.
I didn't talk trash about it. I just said that all of them would get destroyed by Superman.
Why you got scared, Grayson? He wasn't talking about you.
Was he? Oh, was it him? Was he the one talking bad about it?
What up, fellas?
Hey,
what's going on?
Up?
I love it says Ricky is back underneath it. That's so funny.
Oh, yeah. Ricky is back. There we go, baby. Ricky, are you ready for Acolyte?
Oh, man, I'm so ready, bro. I know there was some questions about this show in the beginning, but man, it looks so good right now. I can't wait.
Now that we're like post Bad Batch and post Tales of the Empire, I'm like, all right, I'm ready for some from 9 p.m. on Tuesday live action Star Wars content that we can all. Tony, what are you doing? We can all hop on streams in our group chats or whatever it may be, make our videos, our reactions, and like that night, you know?
Yeah.
Now,
I'm excited.
So I'll give Ricky credit for this because this SOB found this. But what do you guys think about this? Supposedly, it might be playing at Cinemarks on Monday, the day before it drops. Would you guys go watch it in the theaters a day early, or would you just wait till Tuesday when it drops?
Where the hell is there a Cinemark? Is it in Ohio?
I was about to say, there's Cinemarks in Florida.
Yeah, they're all over. Bro, open your eyes.
I don't have any near me.
I'll shoot lasers out of my eyes. That's what the glasses are for.
But like, say if there was a Cinemark by you, like, would you go watch it there versus just at home?
Do we know what time it's
at? I put
at?
myself to open.
Well, not like, I mean, there'll probably be different showings, I would guess, possibly. I don't know. But like, regardless of the time, if you could go, would you experience it that way or just at home for free?
is it going to be like Ahsoka, where it's like a raffle where you have to show up and whoever's first in line, once the theater is full, they kick everybody else out?
All that I don't know, but like, let's just say it's a movie, you buy it and you go.
Oh yeah, if it's a day earlier than everybody else, I mean, it's kind of our job to talk about Star Wars. So if we see it earlier than everybody else,
getting paid.
Be like, kind of cool.
Yeah, I'd be down. I mean, I also, admittedly, like with the comparing it to Ahsoka episode 5, I don't think it will be nearly as demanding to get in, considering all of the.
It won't be. It won't be. It won't be.
What's the theater chain of the theater that's in Disney Springs? It's
AMC? AMC, yeah.
It's weird that they wouldn't show it at AMC then.
Do we know, like, is there a way we can check that?
Nobody knows nothing. Ricky found this by accident, and like very few people are talking about it. They haven't announced it or said anything. I just thought it was weird that this is still on Cinemark's site if you search Star Wars or Acolyte.
And it comes out June 4th, right? That's when the episodes come out?
Yeah, so this is a day early. The first 2 episodes runtime is 2 hours.
So Ricky, is this Photoshop? Is this Photoshop, Ricky?
No, I'm not that good. I'm not like you.
I don't know. I will drop the link in the chat since Will doesn't believe.
Sorry.
In the
Only
Force.
a skeptic.
I'm going to go on the AMC app right now and see what's up.
Nah, but I put myself to open that day, so I definitely, if this is legit, I'm going that night to watch it.
I'm debating because I have fun doing my reaction videos, but I kind of regret not going to see that Anakin episode. I know Retney went and had the time of his life and got 15 posters. Retney,
Doesn't he live near Chicago though? So there was like more that was easier to access, right?
Bro,
am I outing Retney?
There's no easy access. There's like 10 theaters in the whole United States. You had to just happen to be by one. So there was one in Orlando. I could have drove, but
I'm in the middle of freaking nowhere. So
yeah.
Yeah, nothing on. Well, let me check on coming soon.
What do you guys think about that helmet?
Will just said he hated it.
He hated it.
Will hates everything.
No, I think it's sick. I personally
want it.
If they do what?
Oh, the poster.
That is such a actually nice poster.
Thank you, Redney. You're a good friend. You're the best star pilot in the galaxy. A cunning warrior and a good friend. I think cunning warrior comes first, but you're a good friend.
Oh yeah.
All right, take me off full screen.
Okay.
We're gonna leave it on there. Just leave it on there.
Oh wait, I can switch it up too.
Yeah, you have the power. Yeah, nothing coming soon on AMC. I wonder if this is. I mean, it's got to happen. Cinemark is such a strange choice, though. But maybe they just let it slip. You know.
Now, so I liked Will's post earlier. If we see Yoda in the Acolyte, do you guys think it's going to be CGI or practical? What do you guys want?
Want puppet? You don't want the puppet, Will?
No, dude. I
what?
Outside of Empire and ROTJ, every other Yoda puppet looks bad, in my opinion. Like,
Last Jedi looks fine, bro.
No, dude. Last Jedi is not good compared to and I know it's the same puppet, but it looks like it was just put in a box and like kept on ice for a while. There is a
Is it the same puppet?
I'm pretty sure that's what it was supposed to be.
I thought it was new. Oh.
But I don't like the Empire. Tony, look up the Yoda and Empire.
I mean, I know they look subtly different, but I think they look close enough to me in a modern context that I'm like, yeah, I would rather have that. I mean, granted, the CG has gotten so good that, oh my God.
Okay, definitely not that. I don't know what. That's like if Yoda.
What I want.
That's if Yoda got lost on Pompeii. Okay, if you just the one from Wikipedia. No,
one to the right.
Yes,
that's okay.
That is honest. My opinion, the best Yoda looking it ever is. Right. Mm-hmm. Now, if you pull up Yoda in The Last Jedi, he does not look like that. His face is like crunched up. It's like a weird, like different version of like look at his eyebrows and look at his mouth. He looks like
okay, I see what you mean.
He looks like he just ate 50 warheads. Like
he looks like that new Obi-Wan Kenobi hot toy.
Sour head. He's like that does not.
I just ate so much Sour Patch Kids.
I
yes.
know, like there's obviously the Yoda joke, like
eating a warthog. I am. Yes.
What do you think I will be? But like that looks bad. That, but the prequel version of Yoda from Revenge of the Sith also looks really good.
That's the worst one.
No, not the puppet, the CGI.
Oh yeah, CGI looks fine. Yeah. The puppet looks like he's had too many death sticks.
I also don't necessarily want a puppet just because if Yoda is younger, obviously, because it takes place before we see him in the prequels. The youngest version of his species that we've seen do anything is Grogu, and I cannot stand the way that puppet moves around. So,
oh god,
dude, him like in Mando season 3 when they walks into the bar and his feet are like this, and he's
dude, it's so scary.
Oh my god,
I hate that so much.
I just saying that like in the back, like you're on your phone and you see a reflection on your phone, like and you turn around and you see like
it's
just like just scurrying past.
It's like you're in a bad hotel and there's a roach on the ground. You're like, ah!
You're like, what was that? Is it a rat?
No, but I don't know.
I get your point. Again, especially because you think about how good the CG is for like for Luke and Boba Fett and Mando, of course Tarkin and Rogue One.
Zeb, dude, in Mando season 3, Zeb looked phenomenal.
Yeah, Zeb looked really good.
Like, imagine that focus put into making not younger Yoda, but like not as old Yoda. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I picture him being in a classroom teaching younglings, kind of like just a little special guest appearance.
I'm just staring at the Phantom Menace puppet, and bro, it gets funnier the more that I look at him. Like his little teeth poking out. Like,
can I be honest with you? When I made that is the best version of that puppet photo I got. Like every other Google image is terrible.
Like he looks like I don't know, man. I don't know what they were doing.
He looks like the leprechaun with long ears.
Thank you. Everyone's roasting me except for the people in the chat.
He said he loves your beard.
Is that mine? I think I meant yours.
Maybe. What up, Griff? What up, Tim O'Brien? Thank you, man. Who else? We got some more people popping in. Lacey, what's up? Hello there.
What up? Congrats on the first episode, first video.
Yes. Gunji, imagine.
Ooh, that's an X-Men 97 leak.
Yeah, I was about to say that's Daredevil in X-Men 97.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, spoilers.
I saw it all. I was like, well, now I don't need to watch the show. No, I'm kidding. I'm still gonna watch it.
Puppet looks like
yeah. That's exactly what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I think I'm CG now, to be honest.
So I'm gonna do a graphic where I'm gonna put all of the puppets and all of the. Okay, if we have to be honest, the worst looking Yoda is Yoda in Rebels.
Oh god,
that is the worst Yoda.
I think Phantom Menace is worse. I don't know.
Dude, no.
Pull up Rebels. Pull up Rebels Yoda right now.
Eyes are on the sides of his head. In Rebels,
he has a charm to him, bro.
Okay, no.
Oh.
It's not Yoda puppet Rebels. He's not a puppet. He's CG.
No. Okay,
there he is, right there. That Reddit post.
Oh, right here. Bro,
dude,
he looks like a crackhead.
That is bad.
Yoda always looks like a crackhead, bro. That's just his thing.
Oh my god!
Look at him.
Bro, he looks like a sad old man, bro.
Nah,
he is a sad old man. That's his whole point.
He looks like the Oompa Loompas. The original Oompa Loompas.
Will looks like Rebels.
Bro, I will take that. Rebels Anakin is just like smooth.
He is pretty. Now, I would. The worst compliment would be to say like early season, like Forces of Destiny Anakin. You remember that where he's like he looks like a Barbie doll, bro. Look up. Rebels Anakin is not that bad.
Bro, Rebels Anakin is a stud. Are you kidding me?
Bro,
I actually
look like
hot take. I actually love that outfit, even though it makes sense. Like he never wears it ever.
I like 90% of it. The last 10% has to do with what's on his torso, but everything else is
You
fine.
shut your mouth. You shut your mouth, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, actually, dude.
Sucks.
I hate you.
I wonder. So he's gonna be 100 years younger. Is he gonna have like the little man bun?
Yeah,
Like the little.
I mean, in that High Republic artwork, he looks exactly the same, and that's before Acolyte, so I doubt it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because High Republic's like the earliest we see him. I mean, is in phase. He's still Grandmaster in phase 2 of the High Republic, and that's 300 years before the Phantom Menace. So, and he still looks old. So
there's 2 versions of Yoda from the High Republic era, though, like concept art. There's the one where he's wearing the gold robes, and there's one where he's wearing the robes that look more like he does in the the one with the darker robes right there.
Oh, I like this. He looks mad.
That just looks like him in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, that's just him when he turns on his saber in Revenge of the Sith. I hate that. I hate that is so bad, dude.
Let's go. give me Yoda training in the training room with no shirt on.
He's just like bench pressing with the Force, dude.
All you're gonna hear is
oh my god.
That's there's Skier.
Oh, the Trandoshan
dude, his story is kind of sad, bro.
Yeah. That's a real thing?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Skier.
That's dope.
And he gets his arm lopped off.
How do you know that?
The comics.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, he does get his arm lopped off.
Buryaga,
baby.
Would he get his arm knocked off by a Wookiee?
No, it gets cut off because it's like he's out in space and some shrapnel.
What about this Yoda?
That is the worst one. That is awful.
I don't know.
That is from
what is that?
This is.
Can you look up young? Okay, there he is. Young Jedi Adventures. No, dude, that is freaking 2003 Hulk right there, dude.
That also just looks like what's his name?
Lord of the Rings. One of the elves.
What's the guy's name on the Jedi Council with the one eye?
Evan Peel.
Yes, that's him, just as Yoda.
Dude, look at the Lego figure with the ponytail up the.
That's so bad.
Never let people cook. Never let them cook.
Yeah,
they're making.
This is one of the best versions of Yoda right here. Is in Revenge of the Sith when they figure out CGI. Yeah. I know that's from Phantom Menace, but like Revenge of the Sith, Yoda is the.
Also, if you go down the right side at the very bottom right picture right there, like even on the underneath the picture that we're currently, that one, I believe that's him from the VR game.
Ooh.
And that's basically what he.
Good.
Yeah, so and that's during the High Republic, and it's just his normal Jedi robe. So, he also appeared on the Galactic Star Cruiser, and he looks just like that as well. So, if they want to keep it consistent, probably just go with that look. Go CG.
I didn't know. What is he like in a screen or something that you can interact with on the Star Cruiser?
He's in a holocron. They get it, and yeah, he's really cool. It's like it actually made me cry.
That's really cool. I never saw that.
This is my favorite Yoda right here. This is how I look every day on the couch. Just like that.
Yeah, we know, bro. You be napping.
Yeah, well, that's why I have so much energy right now, bro. Come on.
That's true. I just stay chronically drinking coffee. Oh yeah, I forget we see Yoda in the trailer for. We see the back of him.
Eclipse.
Yeah. Please don't cancel that game. I'm sick of. Please.
That game's been canceled, bro.
I've been working on it for so long, dude. I don't know.
It's getting axed.
I can't wait till this guy turns to the dark side and kills everybody.
I can't wait till that guy gets punted into the sun. I'm so done with Grogu, dude.
See what happened is Thrawn's gonna take him. He's gonna turn to the dark side.
And he's gonna get a little white suit. Suit.
Grogu is the part of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie that I am least excited for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like, and because it's a movie and they're going to want to get butts in seats, that they're going to do like the Marvel style, like cringe jokes about him being a baby. And like, I'm tired of him like,
eating the frogs and macaroons and stuff.
I am so done with that. Like, either age him up or do the thing where they like drop him off at Pelimoto and Mando goes and does other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Use him for merchandise, and that's it.
I'm so disappointed by these, Tony. This is super random because they're literally I didn't realize they had all the designs, but they're just Oreos with sugar crystals in them. I'm like, come on, man.
What did you want, Grayson?
I wanted blue milk and green milk flavored Oreos.
No, only you wanted that, bro.
That's disgusting, bro.
Yeah, come on, get out of here, bro.
Are you guys are so picky, bro. Oh my!
I mean, I drink the blue milk, but I don't think it's for everybody.
But no, I'm talking like Galaxy's Edge accurate blue milk and green milk because the stuff that they sold in stores was just vanilla milk.
Yeah, vanilla milk, pretty much.
Yeah. Cool designs, though. I'm not kidding. I get every special edition Oreo they come out with, and I try them all. And I'm like, man, like they've already done these before. They've already done the sugar crystal thing. Also hate Grogu now. He's not
anymore. We talk about the cookies. I want to kind of chime in what Will was saying. For me, I feel like they messed up when they brought Grogu back. He should have stayed training with Luke, and it would have been epic in the freaking movie. Luke shows up and Grogu's all grown up and trained and badass with a lightsaber, and he's like, I brought somebody to the party.
That would have been really care about that anymore. My thing is like, look, we saw Mando with Grogu at the end of Mando season 3 on his homestead. Like, I would love a time jump now. Like,
well, I think that's what Ricky is saying though, is like, imagine if there was like they split up and then say it was a whole season no Grogu. Obviously for marketing purposes, there was no they were going to do that because Grogu, even if you haven't watched Star Wars, everyone's like, oh, little green baby, but they would have been like there would have been like a say a time jump or whatever, and we get a little bit of Mando doing his thing, and then Grogu is like, even if he is a youngling or a Padawan, right, and he like can actually speak now, at least like broken English, and actually has a lightsaber. Freaking Josh Gad, bro. You just played.
He has them early. I just want to see them.
Okay, I will go pick them up though. And honestly, I'll go pick up the blue milk too and dip them in the blue milk just to satiate my hopes and dreams.
Wow. Oh, he got the light side.
Oh, so there's light side and dark side. It's a gamble.
Is it like a blind box? Oh my god, that's annoying.
Oh wow. But they're the same flavor, I'm certain.
It's also annoying that it's not half and half. It would be weird.
Yeah, I thought it was for sure half and half. Now I gotta collect all the Oreos like Pokemon cards. Come on now.
Yeah, Tony, you still got your Lord of Game of Thrones?
No, I still have a sealed dead stock.
Yeah,
wait, there's Game of Thrones Oreos?
Yeah. I'll sell them to you for 500.
What flavor are they?
Oreo flavor, man. What do you mean? What flavor are they?
They have different Oreo flavors. Do you go to the store?
Nope.
Dude, okay. They need to get some new flavors in because currently all they've been selling is Java chip, and they've been selling like Toffee Crunch. The Toffee Crunch is really good. The newest ones that are limited edition are the churro ones, and they're banging.
What the good one was? That surprised me. It was look at that Yoda.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, the cereal.
What was the one that you liked?
The 4th of July Oreos. They came with Pop Rocks inside.
Okay. Oh, Pop Rocks.
Yeah, so like you would bite into it and you get an explosion like Pop Rocks.
Have you seen the Sour Patch Kid ones that are out right now? That is crazy. The Game of Thrones font too. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Does anybody want 9-year-old Star Wars cereal?
And that
why do you guys have that?
That comes with the spoon?
Oh no, those are the Revenge of the Sith ones that came with the spoon.
Oh yeah, okay. This just has weird, bro. Look,
what are those ships?
Lightsaber. No, that's supposed to be a lightsaber.
What?
Like, looks like a. I hate my autofocus. That's supposed to be a red lightsaber.
That is
like a lollipop.
That looks like a sword in Minecraft, bro.
That looks like an adult something.
Why you always gotta go there, man? This is fun. We're having fun.
This is a children's show.
Don't talk about stuff like that while Josh Gad's on screen. Don't talk about stuff like that.
He's not anymore. He's gone.
Yeah. So 2015. If anybody wants, this is that was the last season of Rebels, right? 2015.
No, last season of Rebels was 2018. That was season 2 of Rebels. Was 2015.
The first season of Rebels? What?
2014?
This fall is the 10-year anniversary of Rebels.
So 2014.
The start of Rebels, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why did they do this then?
Look what I finished.
Is that 5s?
Yes, sir.
Hey, would you say, Will?
What set was that from? Is that from the Vader tunnel?
That's like the Tantive. Yeah. I really want the R2 for the Malak figure, but I'm like, I don't need an R2. Like,
Art.
Yeah.
I'm honestly also shocked that they've done a Revan minifigure before, but it was a long time ago in like a little a
poly bag.
Yeah.
It was a gift with purchase. Now I looked
Poly
online.
bag
It's like
Revan.
$400. I'm like, no, you're good.
Yeah.
Get it on AliExpress. Save you some. Just get a fake one. Who cares?
Get a fake one. You mean a
Oh
fake
my
mini fake mini like this?
Dude, that's sick.
Oh, God. Will, what do you think about that? You throwing up a little bit in your mouth?
What is that? Timu?
Who cares, bro?
No, here we go. You like this one right here.
What is that?
I can't.
Oh, is that Tails Dooku?
Tails Dooku.
Oh, that's actually gas. His face printing is a little weird.
Why are his hands like that, Ricky? You're breaking the #1 rule of Star Wars. His hilt's upside down. Take him off the stream, dude. You're breaking Lego rules right now.
Who's that?
It actually makes me want to throw up. Thank you. Okay, that was
why, dude? I was locked in.
That was blasphemous. Ricky has the hands upside down with the hilt upside down.
How are the hands upside down? What?
No, don't flip it around. Show the camera what his hands looked like, Ricky. Now turn it to the side. Turn it to the side. The curve is supposed to be on the bottom.
I didn't even realize that they did this.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Hey, I've got my lights. Okay, I've got it right then. See if I can do it.
That's the correct way to hold. Bro, look at the way your hand is. Your hand curves on the bottom, not on the top. On the top, it's flat. That's what a Lego hand is supposed to look like. Anybody else who tells you different, I doubt he's watching. My boy Thrawn builds on Instagram. If you don't follow him, go follow him. It completely wrong about the way the hands are supposed to go for Lego.
So the thing is, when you buy a legit Lego, the hands already come on there. You don't have to put them on. But I got this from Temu.
And they came the wrong way just because it's not real Lego. Some weird. I bet you that mold, like if you were to just hold the Fives figure and that Dooku figure in your hand, the Dooku figure is probably lighter plastic too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bald Kanan.
And the paint. Hey, but I buy legit now, Will. I got legit money.
No, that is a fire figure.
I got legit.
Did you see like the Lego CEO guy talking about Fives like in the set, and he's like he didn't even know what he was talking about.
Oh yeah, when they did that whole,
he was like, because Fives is everyone's favorite. What trooper? I don't know.
Fives is everybody's favorite dead guy.
That's facts
about it. I got something to pull up that was news from. Hey, has anybody watched The Simpsons?
Oh.
Yes, but I haven't watched that one that's on Disney Plus yet.
So
May the 12th or whatever.
Not that one, which is pretty interesting because in that one, the funniest thing that I thought was it's the finally 2 weeks ago. Remember, we were like, "What happened to Stinky?" Remember from the Clone Wars movie? Ahsoka is holding him the entire time from in that episode, where like she lands and she's holding. You have to assume it's Stinky because it's like the baby Jabba the Hutt creature.
No way.
Yeah, Ahsoka flies down in her T6 shuttle and is holding Stinky the entire time because it's supposed to be about Mother's Day, right? So,
gotcha.
But there was an episode that aired, I think last week, but it was a new episode of The Simpsons where Homer goes to like this boba place, and obviously it's Boba's Boba Fett tea, like boba tea.
Oh
place.
my, of course.
Yeah.
But look, a lot of people are interested because look at Boba Fett's design on.
What the heck is wrong with his design? Why does he look like that?
So apparently, from what I've from this post that I saw on Twitter, apparently a lot of this is based off of original concept art that they were going to use for Boba Fett at some point for him to pop up. And he was going to have, because the horns on the top are like
Death Watch.
Yes. And he's got different he's got different stuff on his pauldron, his chest plate's different.
Yeah.
But what's weird is
antenna?
That had to have been a choice to make him look like that, because see the cup that he's holding?
Yeah.
That looks like Boba Fett's regular helmet, and it doesn't have the horns on it. And there's other merchandise that's in the Boba shop where Boba Fett doesn't look like this design-wise. So
is this a cardboard cutout or like a real dude in the show?
It's supposed to be a cardboard cutout. Like you go up to the counter and it's like, oh, try our new boba tea flavor. But it's like 2 seconds. It's just a cutaway joke. It's funny, but it's interesting that they chose this design, one, because Boba Fett and other media that they've used from the Simpsons design, right, doesn't look like this. And Fox obviously owns the Simpsons, and they've done so much other stuff to make characters look screen accurate that choice-wise for them to do this is weird.
Are people saying that like this was what he was supposed to look like in the show, and then they changed the design over time, and they just were using an old version of his design?
Or that Boba Fett could pop up at some point and he looks like this.
Ooh, new armor,
like down the line.
Yeah.
Honestly, this look is my only critique with this look is I wish he had the antenna. Other than that, I would love this.
The rangefinder?
Yeah, he doesn't have it on his helmet.
And look,
sorry,
like,
rangefinder.
Obviously, come on, Grayson, do you even watch Star Wars?
Bro, it's an antenna.
His antenna. No, it finds.
I don't like
range.
it. I wish he had the stick thingy on his helmet. But so it was just interesting to see this.
Yeah,
it's prop BS, but I'm crying at the idea that the Simpsons revealed Boba's new armor. Like, if he was to pop up like in Mando season 3, he looks like this at some point, or the Mando movie. I mean, he looks like this. It's very interesting that they would anybody who draws Boba Fett is not going to put those 3 things on the top of his helmet.
This would be so random. Like, this is how you would draw Boba Fett if you couldn't license. Like, this is like dollar store Boba Fett action figure kind of, where it's like, exactly. That's like, oh, we can't actually have these little specific things, so let's make him look as close as we can to Boba while not.
This is the part that I agree with. It feels too specific to have been made up, like the spikes above the T-visor and the new markings on the shoulder pads. Likely not something that would be added for no reason, especially when all the other Star Wars characters have been accurate on the crossover so far. Other differences include the return of codpiece and new shin boot armor, which is weird because, he does have like the weird like shin guards on the bottom.
The weirdest thing that's also throwing me off is it's just like kind of hard to do, but the 2 breastplates are kind of like, they are segmented, but they don't have that little almost like, you know how a lot of Mandalorian stuff has almost like that little prism kind of shape? That's missing, which is very strange, but I know that might just be like a Simpsons art style thing, but it's also like the little 3 lines on the left of his chest are weird because typically he has, the little blinky lights on, which is interesting.
I wonder if we can find Ahsoka Simpsons.
Yeah, please. That would be great. I need to watch that.
She's holding Stinky, which is so weird.
So funny. I'm about to start running a tabletop RPG for Star Wars for some friends, and honestly, I think making a grown-up Rada the Hutt as the villain would be banger.
Do it.
Now that I'm thinking about it, that'd be so sick.
Dude, look.
That is cursed, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely looks like Steve.
That is definitely him.
Yep.
That's so funny.
But it's crazy that it's her from
Mando.
like Mando and the beginning of the Ahsoka series. So like this has to be like
a joke that she's like been carrying the Rada since his Genesis.
And Rada just didn't age like a regular Hutt, and he's
like Grogu.
Small. Yeah.
We don't even. Do we know how Hutts age?
I don't know, bro.
I don't either. What is that Ahsoka with a freaking carbonite thing?
Carbonite,
Oh, that's one of the other crossover moments. But see, like, look at her Clone Wars armor. Like, that's almost entirely what she looks like in Clone Wars.
Accurate.
Yeah.
And there's no like weird design choices. Same thing here. Like, there's no strange design choices with her. Like, here's a better look. Like, the creators, especially because it's a Fox, like Disney owned product, like they don't just choose to switch stuff up. So
is it just, actually, does she speak or is she just in like in the background?
I think she just pulls up at one point. I don't think she actually speaks.
I was about to say, it's like, it'd be funny if it was Rosario doing the older version and Ashley doing the younger version. Or they probably would just get Ashley for both.
She flies up with the shuttle. Like,
the Incredibles are in there, bro.
It's like all Disney, like May 12th, like for Mother's Day.
Oh my God, that's Encanto.
Lilo and Stitch in Simpsons animation is like, that is never would have been on my bingo card, bro.
Yo, Jabba was 600 years old when he died in Return of the Jedi.
I knew they were old. I just didn't know like what time that they like hit adult.
Yeah.
Like, so she comes down in the T6 shuttle, and like all of the moms and
what up,
like
Billy?
Disney characters, they all get into Ahsoka's ship and they fly to Disneyland.
Oh my gosh, bro.
It's insane because Marge's car doesn't work at one point, and like the car stutters and it sounds like a gunshot, and Bambi's mom is like, "No, please just take the baby, not me."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, The Simpsons is like gotta be the most influential, like one of the most influential cartoons of all time, dude.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, just looking at this image of like all of the other Fox owned cartoons that show up, like Over the Hill and or King of the Hill and
Over the Hill.
Over the Hedge.
Yeah, dude, that would be crazy. That's the crossover I want. Bobby?
When is Deadpool ever gonna show up? Oh my gosh, there's all these Family Guys there. Because I guess they're Fox as well. Does that mean Disney owns Family Guy?
Yeah, they own Family Guy. The whole end of the special is Homer putting Stewie in a bowling bag and is like, "I'm taking him to the bar," and Stewie's swearing the whole time. He's like, "We're a 9:30 show, you mother," like swearing. Like, they keep bleeping it out, so it's cool.
That's great. I need them, Family Guy, Robot Chicken, whoever, I don't care, to do specials for the prequels and the sequels. I need them to do it. Like, I think it would be so funny, dude.
Yeah, man. Yes.
We got up close and personal with Ricky.
Because like Blue Harvest.
Ricky, did you switch cameras?
He zoomed in, bro.
Damn, bro.
What is that camera angle for?
I also thought your shirt said Days of Our Lives, and I was like, that is really funny if Ricky is just like a huge soap opera fan. Like,
I think the other angle is his OnlyFans angle.
Ooh. I don't want to know. See, once again, Josh Gad, he doesn't like to hear any of that stuff.
Hey, that's how I got Lego money, real Lego money.
That's how you got Temu money.
Ooh.
Hey, bro, look at that ghost. That's real. That's real back there.
Oh yeah,
that's real stuff back there, bro.
Is that the Ahsoka ghost?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. At least I can put my Kanan in there.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, I would love to talk about X-Men 97 real quick because
so good. Ricky, you watched it? The finale?
Nope.
Well, are you watching it? Are you caught up?
I stopped after the episode 5 is the one that everybody
a lot of people died. It's sad.
Yeah, I watched the 6. That's it.
I'm gonna give a spoiler-free review of.
No, you can spoil it if you want. If people are here,
no, because
he's never gonna watch it.
That'll be fine.
Grayson doesn't have any facial hair. He's never gonna watch it.
X-Men 97 is the best project of the Disney Plus era. By far, X-Men 97 is the best of new Disney Plus products that Disney has created. The best. There no Star Wars project, no other MCU project, definitely not National Geographic or whatever else the other things that when you go on Disney Plus, the other buttons that are right there.
You mean Disney Plus are better than Mando? Season 1, 2?
What better than everything else that they have made for Disney Plus, X-Men 97 is the best. 10 out of 10 characters, 10 out of 10 plot, 10 out of 10 emotional weight that all of the characters hold.
Yeah.
You get backstory without being talked down to as a fan, whether or not you understand what's going on with X-Men. If you know nothing about the X-Men characters, if you have been living under a rock and you start this show, you will love it. If you are a lifelong fan of X-Men and the comics and the original series and you watch this, it is fantastic. The reason why I say all of this, X-Men not only raised the bar for MCU products, so eventually when the X-Men are brought into live action, they're going to be competing with X-Men 97. But every product that the MCU does from here on out will be competing with the 10 out of 10 season of television that first season of X-Men 97 has given us, including, in my opinion, Star Wars. Because I sound like a broken record a lot of times saying this. Star Wars should push a little bit more into animation. I know we're coming off the heels of Tales of the Empire, but if they wanted to separate themselves, I think one of the best wins for X-Men 97 is that it takes place outside the MCU, right? It doesn't connect. It's got the characters like, everybody's going to be in the comments like, oh, what about the Watcher? Yeah, he pops up, but the Watcher, it's not the same character from the MCU or what if, right? That X-Men 97 does so well at being an individual contained story within its own universe and doesn't have to connect to the last 13 years, 14 years of Marvel Studios movies that we've seen in live action is such a win because Star Wars can do the exact same thing for Legends content, for everything that Star Wars fans are like, oh, well, they're adapting this into the movies, but it's really from Legends and they're changing it up. They could do the Jedi Academy stuff with Luke. They could do everything that takes place after Return of the Jedi to the sequels could be done in a different animation style, potentially 2D, and we would
do 2D.
Eat that up. Do 2D, and we will eat it up as Star Wars fans. Not all Star Wars animation has to be done in the Clone Wars style.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. We saw Rebels win in a completely different animation style. I know a lot of people a lot of people are iffy on the Rebels animation.
Give it a shot.
As it goes on throughout the rest of the show, it gets better as it gets to season 4. It grows on you. Obviously, season 1 is a little clunky, but that's because they were pressed for time. They had to switch it up and restart this and everything. But if Disney and Lucasfilm were not smart, but if they were, if they wanted to make a ton of money and get people on their streaming services and not have to bundle with every other streaming service to just recreate cable again, do animated projects just like DC did with Warner Brothers for those stories and make them about the Legends content. If there was a trilogy of 2D animated Heir to the Empire movies, I'm sure you would hear a lot less from fans going to see the Rey movie that's coming out because they already have that. They can live in that world. They can watch that. And then they can also, but overshadowing and not necessarily talking down, but the biggest example is like when you go to Galaxy's Edge, it all takes place in the timeline of the sequels, right? It takes place between episode 8 and episode 9, like before Rise of Skywalker. They're starting to pull back on that because they're letting the characters from Ahsoka, and you see Chopper, you see Sabine, you see Mando and Boba Fett, whatever. But you can go to Galaxy's Edge as a Star Wars fan and not see characters from 6 out of the 9 films and not take a picture with Darth Vader, not take a picture with Luke Skywalker. Chewbacca's there fine, but no Han Solo, no Leia, no Obi-Wan, no Anakin. Like you can, if you ask anybody who their major characters, favorite characters are from Star Wars, I would say 85% of them, 90% of them, you will not be serviced if you go to Galaxy's Edge by seeing.
Yep.
If they just pushed a little bit farther into this massive win for Marvel and Disney that is X-Men 97, it should be the formula for how Star Wars goes about stuff that's outside of the upcoming projects. You know what I mean?
No,
that's my rant.
You hit the nail right on the head, man. Especially the main thing is that it's not like canon, so their hands aren't tied. There's no restriction. Oh, I can't do this because this happened in this movie, and this is going to happen in the next movie. Like, it's creative freedom.
Yep.
And just do that with Legends, man.
Yeah. Because I was talking to Cole this past week. We had a very good episode. We were kind of getting into a lot of different things, and we briefly talked about Celebration, and we were kind of talking about how, and I talked with Tony about this as well. I think it was way back when I came on Sith Talk with him about how Celebration feels, right? And so, we're chronically online, we do this, content in the Star Wars space, and so we know just how, how muddled and divisive it is and everything. And the best thing about Star Wars Celebration is that everybody going there, right? A ton of people go there just for like either it's the collectible stuff or just for the old Star Wars stuff, or a lot of people go for the new Star Wars stuff. It didn't matter who is there, but the fact that everyone was there for Star Wars, and it didn't matter if your Star Wars was different from another person's Star Wars, because this is something that we all collaboratively preach, that my Star Wars was very formed by specific things, even outside of the movies. Of course, everybody puts those first 6 movies in kind of their main thing, but whether it's books or comics or video games or whatever, like I could give a whole list of ones that influenced mine. And going to Star Wars Celebration, it didn't matter. And so I think that would be their way of being like, hey, let's just kind of make content for everybody, right? Let's adapt so much of this content that, yes, is not part of the continuity that we have created, but it is an awesome and just complete one-to-one animation, translation, whatever, of the stories that, a lot of us, grew up on, and yet we still enjoy the new stuff, but a lot of people aren't that way, and just create this big melting pot of like, oh, well, I keep up with this stuff, and they're like, yeah, like that's not really my thing, but I love that they did this, right? And yes, of course, there's still always going to be some infighting of like, I don't watch that crap, I watch the real stuff, I watch the Legends animated, but it's like, who cares? Like at the end of the day, it will get people off of Disney and also give Disney profit. Like, I mean, the people love that Star Wars Kids YouTube channel short thing, Galaxy of Adventures, right? Which has like an amazing animation style. And it's like, just imagine, if they had done something like that. And we see all these fan films, right? Of people recreating, whether it's Dark Empire or Heir to the Empire or whatever it may be. I mean, there's a ton of these animated fan films, and of course, they're not making a cent off of it, but it's like, man, Disney has the budget to do this, and 2D animation, I think, is a lot cheaper than 3D animation. So, in terms of like animating and the effects and like you're having to model faces, it's like we're at a point now where I think they could get so much external stuff in the 2D animation space, and it's I really need to watch X-Men 97 for that matter.
But such a win. It's such a win for Disney. Like, when Disney figured out that the MCU was going to work, they doubled down and they made great stuff. Primarily, like 99% of it was amazing for 10 years, and then all the way up to Endgame. If they, like I said, not if they are smart, but if they wanted to just make a ton of money, double down on this. And honestly, I said this, I forget who I was talking to, but like, there's a lot of times where Star Wars live action stuff comes out and then animation stuff comes out. And I'm like, I would be fine if they moved away from live action for like a year and we didn't get any live action and it was just animated Star Wars stuff.
Sure.
I feel the exact same way about the MCU now, where if there was like a 2-year gap between where we are right now and we didn't get MCU content, it's 2024 now. If we didn't get new MCU live action continuity content until 2026, I would be fine if we got to live more in this X-Men 97 world with Spider-Man and the Avengers that are there and the Fantastic Four. Like, just tell me those stories. And specifically in terms of Disney, like I said, you can copy and paste that formula with Legends content, just make the animated stuff, and then put this banner on the top.
There you go.
Just like Hot Toys did.
It doesn't matter, like exactly like what Hot Toys did, where they talk about,
and everyone, it doesn't care if you like don't like the Star Wars stuff now. People are like, oh my gosh, these Hot Toys are sick.
And they know that they can sell that stuff because they know people want it and that it will make money. It does. There's this weird thing online where fans are like, I saw somebody post about it today of like, oh, what's your canon? Your canon, the best canon is your head canon. Just because Disney says
everybody wants something different in Star Wars.
Exactly. In terms of what I think is canon, it's whatever at the end of the day, sorry, hit the shill button. It's whatever Disney tells me is canon at the end of the day. I don't decide what's canon and what's not. However, what I consider as, like, I posted something about the 2003 Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars.
Mace Windu.
What, 2 days ago? Mace Windu. When he chokes Grievous and he gets his cough, and then you see Grievous's cough in Revenge of the Sith, in my head canon, that's why he has that cough.
Yeah.
We don't see anything else that contradicts it. It doesn't need to change. That's what it is. But the 2003 Clone Wars is not canon. That's fine. It's your head canon. Same thing with like the Heir to the Empire or even Dark Empire or anything that takes place after Return of the Jedi, the Legend content. Dude, if we had...
You should pull up that quote that George Lucas said later on.
I put in the chat earlier?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be... Yeah, I'm sure people would have a lot to say about that. But just to round out what I'm saying, putting the Legends tag on books and, for lack of a better term, removing things from canon helps Disney in terms of what they can make that doesn't have to affect their canon right now. It only gives them more options. It doesn't have to be considered a multiverse. You don't ever have to see the 2D animated Luke from, if they ever made an Heir to the Empire movie, interact with the Battlefront campaign Luke, interact with the Luke you see in Book of Boba Fett. It can all be different stories. Just put the Legends tag on it, make that stuff, and I am sure all of the fans that feel like they are underserviced, and I don't mean the loud minority of fans who are like, oh, the sequels ruined the Heir to the Empire trilogy. That's the true Star Wars trilogy. Whatever, fine. Yeah. But if they gave us those stories and it was true to form, I'm sure... Bro, give us a one-shot animated movie that's just 2D animated Plagueis.
Bro, oh my God. I would be so happy.
I want to...
Go
ahead, Ricky. No, go ahead, Ricky.
What I see is basically comic books. How many times DC revamped Batman stories?
Or they make Black Label stories that have nothing to do with the other stuff.
New 52, they rebooted everything. And then Elseworlds and Earth 2. Like, it's all multiverse.
Luke in Battlefront was awesome.
That is true. That's my Luke Skywalker. Because you asked, dude. That makes, like, I remember playing that in college and like downloading the game and being like, oh, Battlefront, I'm playing the campaign, getting there, and I'm being like,
and you're like,
I was like, what? Wait a minute. That was the best, like, not knowing he was going to be in it and then seeing him and not having the spoiler of Luke Skywalker pop up in Battlefront 2 was and then him being that good of a Luke Skywalker in terms of what I think Luke Skywalker should be. Fantastic. 10 out of 10.
Hey, what up, Alex?
Okay, I'm going to read the open. So this is the Essential Legends collection. It's a lot of these books are reprinted here because there's so many novels in Star Wars. This could literally be the opening where you can click skip intro every time on this animated show. I'm going to try to reformat this because it's based around the books, but it says the Essential Legends collection. Let's just say Thanks. Let's just say it was just called, the show was called Star Wars Legends, right? For more than 40 years, stories set in a galaxy far, far away have enriched the Star Wars experience for fans seeking to continue the adventure beyond the screen. When he created Star Wars, George Lucas built a universe that sparked the imagination and inspired others to create. He opened that universe to be a creative space for other people to tell their own tales. This became known as the Expanded Universe, or EU, of novels, comics, video games, and more. To this day, the EU remains an inspiration for Star Wars creators and is published under the label Legends. Ideas, characters, story elements, and more from new Star Wars entertainment trace their origins back to material from the Expanded Universe. The Essential Legends collection curates some of the most treasured stories from that expansive legacy. Star Wars Legends. Bam. Go into the show. That's how clean-shaven Grayson came. That's funny.
Is that Watto? Is that Watto on your bed?
Yeah, bro. I got a little toy Watto. Give me your money.
Oh
but,
my
yeah,
God.
But that's what I'm saying. Is I'm like, that could literally be the opening of like it, like even if it was like a crawl or something, or it was some like, because the first time I heard that was when I listened to the audiobook of this, and Sam Witwer does a phenomenal audiobook for it.
Ooh, yeah.
So good. And when he read that, I was like, man, this is so cool. Like, people, Lucasfilm recognizes the importance of Star Wars Legends, of the expanded universe. Now, the quote that you sent earlier, Will, I'd love if you pulled it up, was, you're gonna try to find it? Is that yes?
Hold on.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure because I didn't know. But
I'm on the spot live.
No, okay, I had it.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't know. I thought you were doing something else. But and I'll let you read it to people. But it shows, like, you know, this has kind of always been the idea, like the legacy of these stories, yet so many people have them part of their Star Wars. And Lucasfilm isn't saying, hey, they don't matter. But I think it would be cool, like you said, to have an animated style thing to put more of a highlight on these. But yeah, you can go.
So I completely agree. Like that. So this is what Grayson is talking about. This is something I sent in our, I sent to Grayson and Tony a little bit earlier today, of like, this is a interview with George from 2008. Okay. This is about, so 2008 is the year that the Clone Wars animated movie came out.
A few months after this.
Yeah. So this is before the Disney buyout and everything. They were asking George about the expanded universe, and he was still obviously in charge of Star Wars and owned it and everything. So the Star Wars universe has expanded far beyond the movies. How much leeway do the game makers and novel writers have? This is George's response, and I'm going to paraphrase here. They kind of have their own world. There's 3 pillars of Star Wars. I'll probably get in trouble for this, but that is okay. The 3 pillars, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I'm the Father. Howard Rothman, president of Lucas Licensing at the time, is the Son, and the Holy Ghost is the fan. This kind of ethereal world of people coming up with all kinds of different ideas and histories. Now, these 3 different pillars don't always match, but the movies and TV shows are all under my control. Once again, this is 2008, and they are consistent within themselves. Howard tries to be consistent, but sometimes he goes off on tangents, and it's hard to hold him back. He once said to me that there are 2 Star Trek universes. There's the TV show, and then there's all the spinoffs. He said that these were completely different and didn't have to do anything with each other. Howard Rothman, W. I don't know anything about him, but agree with him there if they did that with Star Wars. So I said, okay, go ahead. In the early days, I told them that they couldn't do anything about how Darth Vader was born for obvious reasons, obviously the prequels. But otherwise, I pretty much let them do whatever they wanted. They created this whole amazing universe that goes on for millions of years, which is exactly the mindset of making stuff that takes place outside of the Star Wars main Skywalker saga continuity. And a lot of people refer to Acolyte and the High Republic as taking place outside of the Skywalker saga. It doesn't. What happens in the High Republic still affects and will connect back to those years later when we see what happens in the prequels and then the original trilogy and then the sequels. It's all part of the same timeline, right? Now, this is a perfect example of how they could do it outside of that timeline. And just to be a broken record on it, make these stories in 2D, put them out on Disney Plus. You could even make a button for Legends content for stuff like Ewoks and the Droids TV show and the Clone Wars 2003. They're all on Disney Plus, but they have, I forget what the tag is, but there's
Vintage?
It's Star Wars.
It's like Star Wars
Vintage
or something.
Yeah. But like they could do the exact same thing. They've already done it where they denote stuff as different than Marvel does it right now with Marvel Spotlight and then Marvel Animation and Marvel Studios and then Marvel Television. Like they have different brand titles for different stories. They all make money. It would just be very cool to see some effort put into that. And I'm not saying give us that to replace stuff, because like the holocron thing that we were talking about earlier that people have been bugging out about, like after hearing that, I'll tell you what, I was very excited to see the Rey movie after hearing her explanation of, obviously it was the explanation all along, but like hearing Rey's voice talk about Luke Skywalker and her building a new Jedi
Here
Order.
You go, bozos. And then, it was all kinds of cool stuff of like beyond Rise of Skywalker. Yeah.
Very cool. But just put the Legends bar on it, put it on Disney Plus, and watch the subscription stuff go up. You're having a problem with subscriptions? Star Wars fans obviously pay for too much crap anyway. You want people to sign up for Disney Plus? I'm sure it'll make some money. Bro,
and that would give
animated version of the Vader comics from 2015. Are you kidding me? Like,
bro.
They already do, like, the books will, like, they'll turn them into comics, right? So they'll be like, oh, or they'll do a TV show, right? So they did a run for You Got Me That comic back at MegaCon, and it was that Luke and Mando cover, and it's like they do comics of that. Let's do the vice versa, like, oh, there's a comic that people, dude, that would be a slam dunk story, right? Even if that was for like Tales of the Sith or something, right? Like that would be awesome. And it's just like,
they put out these books all the time. They could make a short series and it basically the same formula as What If, and just call it From a Certain Point of View and put that on the tag instead of the vintage. Bro, there's your story right there, Star Wars. You can put the Legends tag on it, or you could call it Star Wars Heir to the Empire trilogy From a Certain Point of View, and you just have that on the bottom logo, and it doesn't take place in the same content, but you can still have it.
Yeah.
And they're missing an opportunity because a person like me that maybe have not read any of the EU stuff, right? And then I watch it and then I'm like, yo, this shit is awesome.
Yeah.
I want to go read the books. And then if they're smart, start making merchandise.
You would be
characters or artwork and sell it in Disney. They're gonna be like, I know who that is.
The merchandise is where Disney makes its money. Star Wars is built on the merchandise. That's why Star Wars is so successful. We would have never gotten the Empire Strikes Back if they didn't do so well with the merchandise. That's the bread and butter. It's part of the charm. Half of the reason why we are all fans, maybe more the right side of the screen and not the left side of the old guys on the screen, but where we grew up with the Force Unleashed and like the Lego games and stuff like that. Like part of that merchandise is why we are such big fans. If they made a 2D animated Heir to the Empire trilogy, and then you could also go to Galaxy's Edge and get like Heir to the Empire figures outside of the Black Series stuff that they already do, bro, that stuff would
make it like a campfire thing. Yeah.
Shelves, dude.
Yeah.
I will say though, a lot of times, like if I was sitting at the table and like I was part of the decision making, which obviously I'm not because I'm here at 6:30 ranting about this on the internet. But if I was there for the decision making, I'm sure somebody playing devil's advocate would go, well, if we release this, wouldn't that just fuel the people saying that this is better than the sequels? I'm sure you would get that. However, you already get it now with stuff like Tales of the Jedi and when Acolyte comes out and Mando. Like so many people, when the Mandalorian's first season came out, came out at the exact same time as Rise of Skywalker, were like, well, why did we get the sequels when they could have just been doing this the whole time? You're going to get that no matter what. That's part of fans comparing things to other projects.
People say like Disney ruined Star Wars, but then they only count the things that they actually don't like, and then all the other things that they do like Rebels and Clone Wars or whatever, they're like, that's not really Disney though. And it's like,
Bro,
you already get that.
And people will always I'll post stuff about the prequels, and people will be like, "Man, George Lucas really ruined these movies, huh?"
Yeah.
And there's people who are like, "Oh, the prequels are the best thing since sliced bread. I hate the sequels." And there are people who are like, "Well, I like everything up to Mandalorian, and the sequels I don't like." Or there are people who are on Twitter who literally just like the sequels and nothing else. It's part of being a fan, and you pick and choose what you like. It's entertainment. That's the point of entertainment. If every movie that came out, if you said that you were a fan of movies, you had to watch every movie, your eyes would burn out of your head. It's part of entertainment.
Yep.
If they were smart, Disney's the largest entertainment company in the world. Bro, just make more of it. That's it.
They did it with Rebels, and Tony for many years was like, bro, you need to watch this stuff. And what did I tell Tony? Nah, I don't watch cartoons, man. I only watch Star Wars live action.
Ricky
now go look, what is that back there?
Best ship in Star Wars.
So I watched
you
the
got
show.
A couple Rexes up there. You got a Death Watch Funko Pop on the wall.
Exactly.
You got Grogu on your wall, bro.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. They got to be diverse, right? We talk about diversity, right? Star Wars is diversity. Look at the galaxy, different aliens, different species, different ships, different people, different powers. You gotta hit each one, from comics to novels to animation to live actions to shows, and it's gonna make somebody happy, but it's gonna have a friend like Tony saying, bro, you need to watch this.
Yeah.
You need to watch this. And you watch it. Now I fell in love with it. Now I'm spending money. I'm buying merch.
I'll share this little story from Cole. He called me yesterday, which is rare because Cole and I we talk on video and we text all the time, but it's rare for him to actually give me a phone call. And so he has an older brother, and him and his brother grew up on Star Wars, obviously. And his older brother really isn't into it as much these days. And finally, his brother asked Cole. He was like, "I want to get into the new stuff. All right, where do I start?" And this is a guy who is very much consumed a lot of the legend stuff, like Plagueis or whatever. And that stuff is kind of what kept him into Star Wars going. But then he kind of fizzled off, right? And he wasn't keeping up with the new stuff. Yes, hit because I don't know how many people are in here right now, but
71.
Wow, 71. Thank you guys.
I like.
And so he told me he started watching this stuff, and he's been watching Bad Batch, and he loves Bad Batch right now. And one of the this is kind of tangential to the whole animation thing, but it shows the kind of the domino effect of one little thing can get you into another thing and be like, hey, you got to watch this. When he started Bad Batch or whatever, he's on season 2 now. And he asked Cole, he was like, so that kid at the beginning of Bad Batch, are we ever going to see him again? What's up with him? And I was like, oh my God, he doesn't know, dude. He doesn't know that it's that guy right there. And I was like, that is awesome. I mean, his older brother read Plagueis before Cole read Plagueis or Tales from the Archives. That's the kind of fan. And he was like, I'm not really into the Disney stuff. Now he's into Bad Batch, loves the Bad Batch. And now Cole is just you're going to have to watch Star Wars Rebels to see what happened to him, And it's dude, I am so envious for him to be because Cole's older brother was basically I'm sure you think I'm some fake fan, some novice or whatever. And Cole is dude, you have no idea how jealous I am of you because you get to go through all of this stuff for the very first time and just get to be a fan and enjoy this stuff. And it's that is awesome, and I get, again, that's kind of a separate thing, but that's just a really cool story of how these little one thing, Disney. Here's a wild idea. Here's kind of loop it back around. If Disney made these legends things, right, and kind of show, because there's some people that straight up will not watch the new stuff because they're so tied to the old stuff, and then they could be one of us or whoever it may be to be hey, you should watch this new legend show. They're currently adapting Plagueis. They're currently adapting Heir to the Empire, Dark Empire, Luke's Jedi Academy, that like, you know, the Darth Bane stuff, whatever, the X-Wing books, you know, they're covering the stuff. You should go check that out. And then to be like, whoa, this is really cool. And be like, well, now I want to see what other kind of stuff they've been doing, you know, and then it'd be like that kind of chain reaction. I just think it would, obviously, like you said, well, there's going to be a natural reaction of them to being like, well, wouldn't that create more divisiveness? And it's like, it's already like that anyway. You might as well double down on like, let's make, instead of like making one thing and hoping everybody likes it, make multiple things and then a little bit of people, like a certain groups of people like it, and then watch the profit come in, you know? But like people like us, we're going to watch it all. We don't give a crap, you know? Yeah. So there you
go. The thing is, there's two things there based on what you just said, Grayson. If they, in terms of the divisiveness, right? One, going back to what I was saying about Galaxy's Edge, the idea that some fans are not being served what they love in Star Wars is a disservice to those fans. I personally feel. I don't like that. If I see a Star Wars fan, I'm like, man, like, dude, when Grievous came back in Tales of the Empire, everybody was like, Grievous, I've been waiting for Grievous for this entire time. And that's just a small microcosm of it, right?
Yep.
There's also what you were saying, the example of him not knowing that Caleb Doom in Bad Batch was going to end up being Kanan.
Yep.
Perfect example. People are more willing to try other projects when they are coming off of a project that they enjoyed.
Sure. Yep. Yes.
If you, bro, there were so many people who were skeptical about Mandalorian after the sequels were coming out because they thought it was going to be like, well, Star Wars is dead, dude. Disney is killing Star Wars. And then for a lot of fans, I personally didn't think that, but a lot of fans, they were like, oh, Mando is a light at the end of the tunnel. We're back.
Yeah.
Star Wars is back. How many times does a project come out and a Star Wars fan will be in any of our comments and go, oh, dude, Star Wars is back. You know what I mean? People just want to be given the Star Wars that they love, because no matter what your opinion is on it, and the Star Wars that you love's opinion is on it, everybody loves Star Wars at the end of the day. Even the fans, like I was just reading on the thumbnail that I posted about this stream, somebody commented, I'll look at it, but if all the main characters and heroes are women, I'm turning it off. Like, insane mentality to have. And those aren't the people that I'm talking about servicing. Obviously.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
that's just
people,
ignorance.
That is mixing people up with stuff like that of like, hey, the sequels aren't my favorite part of Star Wars. For me, they're not. But like also being like, if there's a bunch of girls in it, me no watch. Like, you bonehead bozo. That's not what I'm saying. Of fans who are being underserved. I'm saying the fans who have Star Wars has been around a lot longer than Disney has owned Star Wars. Yeah. And Star Wars has had fans longer than Disney has owned Star Wars. For those fans who are fans of, if you call it Disney Star Wars, to be serviced more than other fans, like I said about like going to Galaxy's Edge and not being able to take a picture with C-3PO and Luke, R2-D2. I know they're in the Bay Area, the launch bay, whatever.
Yeah,
I know, but like, you can't go see Anakin, you can't go see Count Dooku, you can't go see Yoda. Like, there's characters
Dooku.
Dooku would be sick, right? That's what I'm saying. Of like, Star Wars is just like you were saying, Grayson, for Celebration. Star Wars fans love so many different aspects of Star Wars that maybe it's time to start serving those aspects of Star Wars, and maybe rather than causing a divide, it will just cause people to scroll on Disney Plus a little longer, which at the end of the day, that's all the mouse wants. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, because there's always been that division of I know it's like people that you're the EU expanded universe fan, I'm the one that watched the live action, but there could always be something that connects us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, to be like, oh, that sounds sick.
There's people in Legends Expanded Universe stuff who are like, oh, I love Heir to the Empire, but I hate Dark Empire. And it's like, fine. You don't have to read it. You don't have to go into the comic.
It's nothing new. This is all been done in the past. Like, I mean, you look when you go into a Barnes and Noble, so much of those books and comics were part of the EU. And for most of the part, I mean, I'm surprised at how much they acknowledged one another. And they were not always coherent. Like the same stuff of like, let's say like the Mando season 3 Book of Boba Fett situation, where you're like, okay, like what is up with the disconnect here of like, or Mando season 2 going into Book of Boba Fett, and then in Mando season 3 of like, okay, the story is very jagged. The same thing happened with Heir to the Empire and then Dark Empire, where Heir to the Empire was like, here's prime Luke Skywalker, and then the next story it's like, oh, he fell to the dark side, by the way, and you're like, what? And like you told me
somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah. And people, and like in that article that you brought up earlier in the bottom part, like George Lucas says he was like, after Return of the Jedi, Luke doesn't get married, Palpatine doesn't clone himself, all of this stuff.
That is the story. Once Vader dies, he doesn't come back to life. The Emperor doesn't get cloned, and Luke doesn't get married.
Yep, that's what George Lucas said, right? And it's like, but to us, to many of us as a fans, like, that was part of our Star Wars to be like, oh, wow. Like, because he said, like, that's not what I would have done, but it's what Timothy Zahn did. And a lot of people really like, that's, other than Plagueis, Heir to the Empire trilogy is one of the most revered stories and all of that. And that was kind of what filled that sequel void. But all I'm saying is, like, these little tidbits of, like, everybody kind of having their own personal things and going into a Barnes & Noble and being like, that book doesn't look really interesting to me, Wraith Squadron books or whatever, that's fine. Oh, but that Plagueis book looks really cool. Or, ooh, that's, like, what? There's so many, like, I mean, even in canon right now, there's books that I'm like, I don't really care to read. There's Padme books, and it's like, listen, love Padme. I don't really care to read a book about her being a queen and then transitioning to a senator and stuff. That's just not my thing. But will I read a book about Luke Skywalker teaming up with Lando to defeat this Sith Lord, which I haven't read yet, Will has? I'm like, that sounds gas, dude. I'm going to read that, right?
Sick, dude.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I mean, it could be the same as collectors. It's so crazy about collectors. They're like, oh, you collect Hasbro helmets? What's wrong with collecting Hasbro helmets? Sorry, I only correct, like, real prop stuff.
Right.
So
there's a mentality.
I don't have that money to get the stuff from props. So even collecting in Star Wars, you still create a division because they're like, oh, you do Lego Star Wars? Like, what's wrong with Legos?
No matter where you go in the fandom, there's going to be people who feel like they need to gatekeep in order to lift up what people don't understand that putting down something else doesn't lift up what they like. It just keeps it at the same height.
Yep.
It just puts somebody else down. It doesn't raise up what you like. And the story that you told about the guy who didn't know Caleb Dune would end up being Kanan is the exact reason why I cannot stand every time I post about the Acolyte, people are like, oh, I'm not going to watch this. This is going to suck. I already know this is going to suck. How?
How do you know?
How do you know you have not seen it? Do you have screeners? Do you work for Lucasfilm? Have you already seen it? Because if you have, call me and let's talk about it because I want to know about it.
Yep.
If you got inside information, let me know. I'm kidding. I know everything's going on with the Call Me Toast guy, and he's getting axed by the MCU right now. So don't actually give me leaker stuff. I'm being facetious, okay? But what I'm saying is, understand that for new content, no matter what it is, if you claim to love something and without seeing it, hate on it, pass judgment before you've even seen it, you don't know if you're going to like it. One, you're probably not going to like it because, sorry, I have to look down real quick because I'm just showing off something real quick. I just got upset. Your focus determines your reality. And if your focus is that you're going to hate on something, when you go into the movie, it's got to work a lot harder to change your mind on whether or not you like it. You probably have to watch it a few more times and remove yourself from it to be like, oh, you know what? This is good. The more that I watch the Kenobi series, the more that I'm like, man, there's some really cool stuff in here. I didn't like it when I first watched it. There's some great stuff in it. But the more that I watch it, the more that I find stuff to like. Same thing with the sequels. Not the biggest fan of the sequels. However, the more that I watch some stuff, the more that I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool.
Like when Mando season 3, when the Praetorian Guards showed up, like I defend the sequels because I know how much the sequels mean to a lot of people, even if it's not my favorite trilogy, right? But like when the Praetorian Guards showed up in Mando season 3, I was like, that immediately made me more excited because I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like they're acknowledging those fans, and also the Praetorian Guards showing up in this does not take away from my, like, you know, it doesn't like ruin Mando for me. I'm like, that's cool. They're building up to something, right? We're acknowledging all the little different aspects of Star Wars. So it is what it is. Tony looks tired, so we'll shut up.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm about to hop off in a minute. I'm about to go record, bro. I'm always busy. You know
You're
me.
Hustling, bro.
No, but like what Will was just saying, if you have the mentality, like we all know, Andor season 1, I did not really enjoy at all.
Yeah.
But season 2, I'm actually hyped and excited for it. And I'm the Andor hater, but season 2, like that trailer we saw, like I'm pumped for it. And if I don't like it, I'm gonna let everybody know, especially Grayson first. So I mean, because you never know.
First,
but yeah, like so I'm pumped for Acolyte. People that aren't, bro, go watch X-Men 97. Maybe you'll be happy about something finally.
Shit, true. X-Men 97.
Yeah, as soon as I hop off now, I'm gonna watch X-Men 97.
It's so good.
I might watch it tonight. Yeah,
I think I watched all of it. Went to Puerto Rico and then forgot about it.
The first episode is a little slow, but the show literally
no. The show is good.
Gets better.
I'm jumping on episode 6 now.
Yeah.
So they blew me.
How many episodes?
Actually, episode
10.
7.
10.
Yeah, I'm actually in episode 7, so I missed the last 3. Yeah.
Please, Disney, just revive the Spider-Man 90s cartoon
I grew up
or
with
Spectacular
X-Men.
Spider-Man, please. Thank you.
They're going to do it.
Yeah,
you think so? I'm going to lose my freaking mind, dude.
They're going to do it because they've already brought him back for this show. And then in the main, like when you watch X-Men 97, you know, like before you watch an MCU show, they do like the opening titles and the it shows up. There's a different title for this, and it's Marvel Animation. And literally the first face you see is Spider-Man from that series in those cards.
Yeah.
So it's the Silver Surfer show that you see stuff, What If, like there's really cool stuff that obviously they're going to tap back into. So
yeah,
cool.
I'm begging, like, listen, I'm excited for that like new Spider-Man show that they're doing. I think it's called just Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man now or something. It's going to be called like Freshman Year, but I'm begging you, Spectacular Spider-Man was and this is a Star Wars thing, so nobody's listening, but Spectacular Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man animated show of all time. It nails that character. It was Stan Lee's favorite interpretation of animation. It's gas. Bring it back. Bring Josh Keaton back. I'm telling you. And when you do your freaking, what is it? Is it not Crisis on Infinite Earths? That's DC. When you do your Secret Wars or whatever, like it's saying they do like an animated, Battle World, bro. And you put freaking Spectacular Spider-Man in there, dude.
Ooh.
Is that Doom? Is that like
that's the God Emperor Doom? Right?
God Emperor
Doom holding Thanos' spine and skull when he rips it out of Thanos' body. Oh, you're a god? Prove it. And he just yanked his spine out of his body. Dude, so sick.
Yeah.
Spectacular Spider-Man was in Into this, or Beyond the Across the Spider-Verse. I'm just saying, bro. Missed opportunity for 90s not to show up. I get it.
Moral of the story, go watch X-Men 97.
I'm convinced. I'm going to go do it. Do I need to watch the previous seasons?
No, because I haven't watched it since the 90s, and I honestly forgot about most of it because it's been decades. And I'm blown away.
I mean, I might go back and watch it at some point.
But the first episode does a pretty good job.
The recap,
giving you the rundown recap of everything, and you really don't need to do that much watching of. It's just cool for like while you're watching it to like do the Leonardo DiCaprio meme of like, oh, that's from the like. showing us up, and you understand it more if you know about that stuff. But it's just like Star Wars, where like you don't need to know a lot about Star Wars to like watch Mando.
Sure.
It's like, oh, Bo-Katan's here. That's cool. Oh, Ahsoka's here. But like, obviously, we all know who Ahsoka is from other media. So that's all.
I was wondering if it was like a Clone Wars season 7 situation where it's like, oh, you got to make sure to. Okay.
No.
Good. Good. Very good. I can use the bathroom, guys.
All right, here's Darth Maul.